Hello, and welcome to Issues of the Heart, a mental health ministry through the Prevailing Word of God Community Church. I am Joyce Harden, a licensed marriage and family therapist with 22 years of experience in various areas of the mental health field. April is Autism Awareness Month, and next month, May, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And because of these 2 months coming together and helping us to become aware of different mental health disorders or issues, today I want to talk about self-care and the importance of self-care as it relates to our mental health and even our physical health. And I want to talk about self-care to men and women. Sometimes we forget that men also may wear the same set of hats that women wear, that there are men who are also providing care for their children or other loved ones in their families as well. So I want to talk about self-care. So what is self-care? Self-care is the practice of taking care of our physical, our mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our life to promote health and wellness. Now, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, self-care is being able to promote health, prevent disease, and maintain health and cope with illness and disability with or without the support of a healthcare provider. I want to add to that self-care is also being self-aware, knowing yourself. Self-awareness is our ability to perceive and understand the things that make us who we are as a person, including our personality, our actions, our values, our beliefs, our emotions, our behaviors, and our thoughts. So when we're self-aware, we'll recognize symptoms that tell us we're not practicing self-care. So what are the symptoms? Irritability, sadness if not depression, self-criticism, low self-esteem, easily angered, isolation. We can't sleep. We're thinking too much. We're thinking about what we have to do next week, what we have to do tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. We're eating too much, eating too little, or sometimes we're just not eating at all. So how do we make sure that we're practicing self-care? Now, we all know that the first priority is staying connected to God. This morning, I want us to look at our physical and our mental health. And I want to start with our mental health, which can also affect our physical health if it's neglected. Our mental health self-care is designed to drive a healthy mind by practicing healthy mental behaviors. Mental health self-care can help manage stress, it can help lower the risk of illness, and it can increase energy. So, as caregivers, there may be a lot going on every day in our life. I like to call attention to some of the things that may cause us not to take care of our mental health. Number one, the shoulds. It's SHOULDS in our life. The shoulds. Dropping the shoulds in our life can help us take care of our mental health. Now, listen, I'm not talking about our values. I'm not talking about morals and helping other people. I'm talking about unhealthy shoulds that can affect our mental health. Dropping the shoulds in upsetting situations or unhealthy or negative relationships can help us feel more relaxed and free. And number two, worry, anxiety affects our mental health. Learning what we can and cannot control. What we can't control, release it to God and free your mind. And number three, not delegating. We don't have to try to do it all. We think that sometimes we have to, but we don't have to. Please know that God has sent people to help, so let them help. And then also, number four, setting boundaries. Boundaries are merely the limits we set for ourselves. There are limits to how much we can give. It is okay to say no to some situations. It's okay to delegate some jobs or things that you may feel like you have to do. It's okay to ask other people to do it. As the saying goes, from an empty cup, we cannot pour. So, how can we practice mental health self care? Praying daily, daily Bible reading, practice gratitude by reminding ourselves daily of what we're grateful for. Participate in those activities that you enjoy. Take time to read a book or do a puzzle. Play a game such as Scrabble, do a crossword puzzle, maybe even try a new hobby. Exercise is a good one. Maintain close relationships. Having healthy relationships where there's laughter, fun, and then the ability to confide in someone if needed. And then setting priorities, looking at and doing what's important now. Lastly, not majoring on minors. I have a client who said to me a few weeks ago, and I like what she said. She said, Joyce, she said, you taught us not to major on minors. She said, but I have a new one. She said, do not take a 10 to a 20. I was like, oh, I like that. So I have another one. Do not take a 10 to a 20 and do not major on minors. So look, if we don't take care of our mental health, we'll burn out. As caregivers, we must take care of ourselves. And if we don't take care of ourselves, the least we'll have, the less we'll have to give to someone else. Remember, as I said, if our cup is empty, there will be nothing to pour from. Mental and physical health self-care is also unique to you, the individual. Each person is unique in what restores them. We're unique individuals. God has made us different. So now I want to talk a little bit about physical health care. And physical health care helps improve our quality of life, and it also prevent and can manage chronic conditions. So now ways we can practice physical health care include: one, finding an exercise activity that you enjoy and participating in that on a regular basis. Some people look at exercise, oh, I don't want to, but find something that you enjoy doing. If you enjoy walk, whatever that is. And number two, eating healthy and staying hydrated is so important. When we don't eat healthy, and we have so much to do. What we'll do is we'll grab fast food, or we'll eat very little. I don't have time to eat, or I'll just pick up something, or, I just won't eat it all because I just don't have time because I'm rushed to take care of certain responsibilities. And so we're not eating healthy. And number three, engaging in relaxing activities that can help manage stress. Four, getting enough sleep. I know some people say, well, I can't get 8 hours sleep. I have to get up at this time. And by the time I do everything that I need to do with my children and my husband or my wife and all my other responsibilities, by the time I go to bed, it's 11, 12 o'clock and I have to get up at 6 o'clock. I understand. But getting enough sleep is important. This is so important, even with those hectic schedules. Sometimes we can get out of bed feeling irritable, and people may say, you got up on the wrong side of the bed. Could it be that we just did not get enough sleep? Also, not getting enough sleep, we may be thinking too much on our minds, tossing and turning. So getting enough sleep is very important. And all of this is also a part of being self-aware, knowing how our behavior may change if we don't get enough sleep. Number 5, making physical and mental health care a lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. Doing those activities that you enjoy that can be maintained long term. And number 6, making sure that we're getting regular medical and dental care, following those treatment plans for existing conditions that doctors have for us. Our mental health affects our physical health. Our physical health may affect our mental health. So sometimes we have to make us, me, a priority in order to maintain both. I hope I've given some information that was helpful to you. Remember, if our cup is empty, there will be nothing to pour from. God bless you.